It's a beautiful last Friday of the month of March 2021. Good afternoon to you wherever you are listening to me. I am Lord Lezer from the highest echelon of the British Empire, and this is the program, The Assembly, saying welcome to the program once again. The Assembly, where we get to discuss issues relating to the nation, Nigeria, and today we are focusing on the youths of this nation. Oh, there are loads of things to talk about the youths of this nation, but today we are I'm trying to focus on the empowerment of the youths. And to discuss that with me in the studio, I've got two persons, one person representing the big tribe of Igbo and the other person, just a learned colleague. We call him Prof. Hey, Prof, should I say Happy New Year to you? I know it's been a long time we saw, or according to you, donkey years.
Yes, exactly.
How have you been?
I've been okay.
You sure about that?
Yes, definitely.
You had your white on white today.
Yes.
Any particular reason for having all white?
This is a different one, Sha. There's no particular reason. Like, once I see anything, like, I work with Muse. Anytime my spirit directs me to do, I'll just do it.
So your spirit directed you to wear a white on white, and it's very contrasting with your dark complexion.
Yes. I wouldn't even say I'm dark, Sha. But I'm dark, but I won't say I'm dark.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. So how has everything been for you?
Everything has been okay.
Yeah, I think you took a trip and now you're back.
Yes.
How was the trip?
Fine.
Just fine?
Extremely splendid.
Okay, all right, nice to have you again.
Thank you.
All right, let them get to meet you as always.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Honorable Prof. ZEKWES, HPZ. And it's good to be on the show again. It's good to be on the show. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, we also have the Igbo person right here. Chukdi. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to have you here. How you doing?
You know, I wouldn't go once you do weather with the moment.
Okay. All right. Nice to all right. Let them get to meet you. I don't know why you're laughing though, but let them get to meet you.
My Ribondio man again to almost Buevi took wood the only nearly one. Coca community.
What?
Ekenemu. Dalquan.
Okay, and today we'll be talking about empowering the youths. I know there are loads of things to actually talk about when the youths are concerned, but we'll go for a short break after we've actually sang the national anthem. Prof, I think you'll help us with that.
All right, let's go. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
I am Lord Lezer from the highest echelon of the British Empire.
If they play and they drink water, they don't know they shout arise. I attended nothing less than 38 parties yesterday. Did they see you, Jack?
How's Igbo or Yoruba?
On a complaint away. I don't like anything. On your general, you will learn it. No, do like this. Backhand, back. On your Takankuzo, you in my town.
It's okay. It calls for no rancor, okay?
Is it your problem? Why is it by me?
Calm down. Hey, Aloy, calm down.
Do you know that this
I am going to tune into ABS TV to watch the assembly every Friday 2 p.m. If you don't tune in to watch it, I will get you arrested. And if I get you arrested, there is no bail.
empowering the youths in Nigeria is a topic for today's program, The Assembly. And there are loads of things, as I mentioned before, when it comes to discussing youths, especially in Nigeria, because Nigeria has a very, very large number of youths. And these youths are not just youths that I would say are just calm or very quiet or very violent. They're just a mixture of everything youths is coming with. And actually, I don't really know exactly how the youths are very much empowered in Nigeria, because there are high rates of unemployment, high rates of violence, high rates of I don't know, there are just loads of things that actually are making the youths restive, especially in this current situation of the nation Nigeria. But today we'll get to know how much the youths have been empowered, and if actually anything can be done for those that haven't been empowered, and how we can actually better the situation of the youths in Nigeria. Many youths in Nigeria actually are trying to go in search of greener pastures because they have lost faith, most painfully so, in their country, in their nation, in their motherland, Nigeria. And it's crazy for someone to lose faith in his or her home. Where else can a person find faith? Prof, I want to start with you because I think you are very much exposed and you can actually tell very much about all these things. I think you've traveled, if not across the country, at least across the major areas of the country, and you can tell how the youths have been actually coping with the situation in Nigeria. But let's not really try to be all about the government not being very much provisionary for the youths, but let's just talk about the youths themselves. How are they? Let me put it that way. Like, how are they faring? How are they faring?
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
Are they really fine?
Well, it comes from different angles.
Okay.
Angle A, just like you said, I was about to throw the light to the government.
Yeah, let's just try to avoid
now,
them. Okay.
Now, let us just stay away from there.
Yeah, for the meantime.
And look into personal effort. Now, just like you said, when you lose faith in the government of the day, it becomes a gladiatorial saga between the cohesive and locomotive apparatus of the day. What am I insinuating? I mean, people are already losing hope. You will see a little child on the road. You'll be like, make me the governor of Anambra State. Make me the president of Nigeria. Under 30 minutes, I will get 1 billion into my account. Look at the preponderantly preposterous thing that goes into their mind. Hey. Why? You know why? Because that is what they call indoctrination quagmire. Everybody has beguiled himself. Everybody has consumed. Everybody has.
Okay, Okay, first of all, let's get him apprised of yourself, okay?
Yes.
He's a prof actually, and sometimes he tends to use bombastic words that some of us may not be able to understand, okay?
Not even only one.
Don't worry, he's communicating to his class of people,
Don't worry,
okay?
don't worry, calm down.
When you're communicating yours as well,
I'm going to...
you can just try and accommodate
make you decrypt.
That all of us are here.
All right, just don't worry.
I'm lost to hear.
I will find you later on. Go
As I
ahead.
was saying, the problem we have in our country is that we have listened to a lot of instruments of fake, a lot of things that are backward. We have believed that we must aspire to respire, to perspire, to aspire. And if we refuse to do all these things, you go into a quagmire. You understand? So that's one thing people don't understand. The youths of our country, to be honest with you, 75% of the youths are not fine.
They are not fine.
25% might say, well, we are fine. But to me, my own analysis, my own tabulated values will tell you clearly, crystal axiom, that 75% of our youth are not fine.
All right.
When you come to the reason, then I will explain to you.
Yeah, we'll get to that later on. Chukdi, exactly. Let me get your own perspective about the youths in Nigeria, okay? He spoke from his own experience and how it relates to him and his relationship with other youths as well. Now, how do you think the youths are faring in Nigeria?
If you ask when it comes, I've been a youth. when it comes to youth empowerment.
Okay.
My faring.
Okay.
And we all very open. As a typical Igbo man, ndo na go ka nkeba na adi iche. Nya you only can mewe mana.
What are you insinuating?
I did not put mouth in all the grammar you are speaking because I didn't even confused.
Latitudinarian.
So even Nekumaka youth empowerment, empower go do, empower. Nya API youth ike ije blomad. Onwele ogologo Igbo do ka nwoke mu no ebe na so. Sit onwele long grammar do na youth empowerment. EPI ike onye obuna aba ulu. Atara moye nke chi na enwe ndu lazy youth. Mana and lazy youth man onwele iri kata for you. You did not make arrangement for you.
So are you saying that the youths ain't faring very well in Nigeria?
Asekwamuku they are not. They are not faring very well. Nigeria.
So how would you define their condition? How would you define their state?
Our condition.
The condition states.
Yeah, or state in Kanambra Bank.
How would you define their condition, like their situation?
Situation.
Yeah.
Situation I had drawn now. Situation in the youth go there. Adan Igbo Bank. Unyo obuna enwele hope. Makani Igbo say. Nigeria.
It's good to see that after your ranting and after your bogus postulational words, you are agreeing with me. At the end of the day, what did you say? You just said the youths are not happy, and everything I said was professional.
Young man, I'm a title. Can you ranting?
See, every single thing you do, well, come on, out with it.
It's unfortunate I didn't get what you said though, but
he called me a rant. I'm explaining.
Just get used to his sarcasm.
The issue here is this: Nigeria is a country that has English language as its official language. So, as I am using English language without doctored and fabricated words, without concocted words, what I say should be familiar.
You could say you explain.
There are no words.
We're not here for some linguistic class, okay? We are here to talk about. Don't worry. We are here to talk about the youths, okay? Definitely. And actually how they are being treated in Nigeria. Okay, now let us briefly go to the government. Okay, now how is the government catering for the youths? Okay, how are they catering for the youths in Nigeria? Are they making provisions for them? The youths, after their education, like after their university, they have an opportunity to go and work in a particular place. Like, are they being provided for? Is there a particular scheme of payments? As soon as you graduate from university, they start paying you a particular amount every month, or must you go and like? I want to understand, because from what I'm seeing all across Nigeria, the youths are looking miserable. Not all though, but the majority of them actually, they are looking miserable because they look lost in their nation, like there is no future for them. Okay, so I want to know how the government are actually trying to cater for their own youths.
Thank you very much. Now, listen, that's just like I said. Those who created alphabets, those who created numerical values, they aren't stupid. When they said 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, Z, when you jump letter A and you go to letter Z, you have committed gambadoism of arrangement. What am I insinuating? The government of the day, oh God of mercy, the government of the day, I agree that there should be a collaboration, a compartmentalization of the head and the tail, to be able to steer the ship of state in the middle class to go into a positive peregrination. But look at what's going on. We have heard a lot of things. We go to school, the youth and leaders of tomorrow. Leaders of tomorrow. Have you forgotten that one of the things God has created that remains constant is yesterday, today, and tomorrow? Tomorrow you will call today yesterday. Tomorrow you will call today. Tomorrow you will say that tomorrow is today. And you have endless tomorrow. People from Igbo land will say HPZ. Tomorrow is pregnant. What does it mean?
Yes,
tomorrow continues to come. So leaders of tomorrow, those who shouted leaders of tomorrow in 1980s, are the old cargoes, the obsolete and platitudinous and jejunitous instruments of fake right now. They are the ones crying now. We are the ones shouting leaders of tomorrow right now. When we get old, when we are old and grey, we will look back on this day and we'll remember that we shouted leaders of tomorrow. Our children will grow up, get old, and tell their children again, leaders of tomorrow. That's why I'm devised in this. I think we should
confuse.
Don't worry, I can understand.
I think the password, the key, the nitty-gritty, the terminus ad quo and terminus ad quem of our problem is what? Amelioration and recuperation. We need to calm down. We are tired of hearing leaders of tomorrow. We should say tomorrow.
My
okay, no. See, I've never answered the question you asked.
Okay, you can answer my question tomorrow.
Calm down. Calm down.
Mazi,
too much.
let's relax. Okay? Don't worry. Listen.
Spoken my I come as long.
Wait. We're taking turns on this assembly, okay? Each person has his time to talk.
Don't
worry about what he's saying. No. Don't worry about what.
I'm gonna be born a day tomorrow.
When you talk, sometimes I don't understand you, but I have to leave you to flow, okay? Now let him flow. Don't worry. Just, I can't even understand you actually. So
right.
Let him talk.
Now, the government, if you're to score them, your score in youth empowerment is 15%.
Oh, okay.
Did I say 15%? Minus 15%. Yeah. What's 15? Less than 0. Look into the House of Rep. We have 360 members. Those less than 50 years there, 360, are not more than 40. Every one of them is standing. See, just like a vehicle, before a man says he wants to sell his vehicle, if the man is not experiencing financial sadomasochism, it will be because the car is rickety. The car is old.
Sorry,
I want
to understand something. Sadomasochism.
See,
is it related to vehicles?
See, a word can mean different things. In British dictionary, thank God you're from London. What's happening in London? They said the countries are beginning to split.
They said, right?
Yes.
They said many things.
I heard.
They said many things.
As I was saying, I said sadomasochism means deriving pleasure and hurting people. Then British, I think.
How then do you relate that to cars?
See, a car that stops you on the road
is deriving pleasure from.
It hurting you, of course. See, okay, now. Should I say young man?
I'm not a bamboo.
Or young boy. Or
somebody is here with you.
Okay, please explain to me what you said.
All right. Forget the word. Let us use a different word this time around. I mean, when you're experiencing financial pigody, financial your question, please. As I was saying, see, one thing is, nobody is being insulted. You are not being insulted. I am trying to say.
You called me a rant.
You say what?
If I'm ranting before.
See, I said rant. Which means you are spewing. You are making ridiculous. It is simple. As I was saying, the government of the day have failed. Starting from the way money comes into the country.
Okay.
To make money. In our constitution, it's written that over 50% of the monthly income goes to National Assembly. Is it fair?
In the constitution?
Of course, it's written there.
Over 50%
of the monthly income.
Monthly income from where?
Of the country.
Goes to the National Assembly. For
I know what I'm saying.
Explain.
That is what they eat.
Explain to us.
They spend it.
On what?
Explain to us.
Okay, now watch. A country where calm down. A country where a senator collects 600 million every 3 months for the constituency. 36 million naira take home allowance, I think. 25 million naira security.
Are you saying that
allowance.
50% of the natural income of Nigeria
Goes
resources
to
actually
them?
go to them,
Of
and,
course.
and they share the whole thing on
Thank
their
you.
salary?
Amen.
I don't believe you.
Amen.
See, it can't even be in the
one thing,
constitution. Actually, it can't be in the
one thing,
constitution.
one
I
thing
can't
you
find
need
that
to
in the
understand.
constitution.
See, wait, calm down.
youth empowerment.
Allow me to
Allow
We're talking youth empowerment.
Allow me to
Oh,
learn.
empowerment.
I want to learn very well
Yeah,
now.
I think so.
Youth or youth empowerment.
Those who drafted our constitution
Shigebe by National House of
are
Assembly.
instruments of backwardness,
Yeah, about tomorrow.
cluelessness,
Well,
motionlessness,
I think I should hold you there.
directionless,
I think I should hold you there
and
because
planlessness.
because I know it's not easy. It's not easy to draft a constitution. Okay, it's not about what's wrong with you and Kowa. What's that?
Direction. Direction on Aba. On Kamaleba. I know Swana. Iran Ekuta.
I don't even understand you. So
Direction.
listen. Hey, Prof, listen to me. This thing goes this way. I think we're having a very big communication gap right here. I understand him. He understands me. Listen to me. I understand him. He understands me. I don't understand you. He understands you.
Direction.
You don't understand him. You understand me. Okay. So don't worry. We are just that's why it's called the assembly. We're here to talk to each person that understands us. Before that, we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this whole national empowerment of the youth. Do stay with us. Back on the program, the assembly, and right now we're talking about the empowerment of the youths in Nigeria. And of course, I've got the professor right here in the studio and Maz Chukdi, and the both of them are here, and we're here discussing, trying to make sense of how the youths are being empowered in Nigeria. Okay, we've talked about how very nonchalant the government is towards the youths, which is very pathetic. But let's talk about how hardworking the youths are. I can recall a particular phrase that went really viral about a particular president calling the youths lazy, okay? And the youths came out to say, of course, we ain't lazy. We are actually working, but the government and the condition in Nigeria ain't making things favorable for us. Now, let's talk about the youths, excluding the government. Let's talk about youths, especially how productive they are in Nigeria. Mazi, let's start with you. I believe you have a good number of youths.
Mazi, that name alone, Mazi.
Yeah.
If I ask you a question, let me not say anything.
All right, now I believe you have a good number of youths in your constituency, like a very large, energetic number of youths in your assembly, in your constituency.
Yeah, and the youth.
Exactly. So I want to know, just tell us how the youths are faring. Like, what exactly, how productive are these youths in your assembly, in your constituency, rather?
How productive? I do productive. Number one.
Yeah. Okay.
I do productive. Yeah. I do strong.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Don't worry. Let's communicate. Don't worry about him. Just talk. Hey, Mazi, hey, listen to me. Mazi, you are communicating not just to us, but basically to your constituency there watching us. Okay, so don't scare. They understand you, even if we don't understand you. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. You talk youth empowerment, okay?
I said that over and over again.
So youth empowerment,
I'm talking about how the youths are productive, basically.
Okay, productive.
Yeah. Do you even understand me at all?
Productive.
Do you know what it means to be productive? Whatever that means. Do you know what it means to be productive?
Productive in
like explain to me in English, let me understand.
Yeah, when you come to Anambra now.
Yeah.
All the Anambra men.
Okay.
Do go the call.
These are men.
Able-bodied men.
Like
I do able-bodied.
Able-bodied for what?
That is, I will we have energy.
Oh, no doubt. A youth is meant to have energy. So I'm talking of your productivity. It's not by having the energy.
Oh, we are okay. I confused. Mana, what you mean? Why next so you are in a week? Okay, we make so many can gallop. So money who make productive. Okay, product. I now go good. If you are Anambra number one now, when you come to Anambra number one.
Okay.
We are known for
for farming, cultivation.
Okay.
In our what even
and how many of the youths in Anambra are into cultivation, are into farming?
So you sold your academic excellence just to attain farmland suzerainty.
Right? It's insult.
Right? See, even Jesus Christ said, "Your brood of vipers."
Just don't worry. That was rude.
They asked me.
Interrupted him. Okay.
The white man asked me a question.
See. You see,
I'm not seeing anything actually. Go ahead with what you're saying.
Okay. Ibondoma nega into na ugo no bakolo. Mana believe koile o believe koile ma gbambo kowo kele mma.
Is that incantation or what?
You ask me a question. I'm trying to take it by level so that I will land.
You stopped at the youths being good farmers, being energetic, especially in Anambra State, right?
Now.
Good. Now, aside farming, what else are the youths involved in Nigeria, especially the East?
Stealing.
And you don't look. It's open.
What
it's
is open?
Very
Tell
clear.
me that open thing.
It's very clear. Number one, you to go do. Youth of our land. Youth of Anambra go do. Youth to buy.
Oh God of Nazareth. How many times do they call youth? Tell me how productive they are aside farming.
Okay, if you're not productive, number one.
You better ask me that question.
You to buy and go do number one. They are in government.
Doing what?
They are leading now.
Holy Ghost.
I'm telling you now.
How interesting.
You two are doing well. For example, Oka now. Let me use Oka Godu, Oka Buying Godu as number one.
You don't
example.
have to call names, just mention the protocols, the offices.
That's what I'm telling you now.
Okay.
When you come to Ibiana Oka local government chairman, or a youth now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, youth now, Oka local
How old is
government
he?
chairman.
Could you remind me
How
old is he? About what age?
And you go to maka age, age na anum age. Age we go do 33 years, 35 years. What do no go do 29 years, 28 years. Name of mana wambo.
Okay.
Makodu.
Okay, so you're saying that the youths are involved in farming and they're involved in the government.
Every area lobuni bolava youth nya ndanambra as long as Igbo.
Are
Maka ndu njelu travel ndu na gagaje agriculture ko
are they involved in thuggery?
In Guinea.
Thuggery.
You see it?
Hey,
God.
Able-bodied youths actually posing as thugs.
Imana number one obuna. The president that youth are lazy. But on the president can be when they use youth.
Are the youths in Southeast involved in thuggery?
They are not in thuggery.
Okay.
They are not on a thuggery.
All right, Prof. I think I don't know. I see you more sincere with your answers. Maybe because I understand you the more. Okay, but now let's talk about the youths, not just about the East right now. Let's talk about the youths. You know, the reason why I actually love having you in this program is because you represent the country at large, because you are very well traveled and experienced, okay? Unlike others that just have to focus basically on their constituencies. All right, now let's talk about the youths generally in Nigeria. How productive are they?
There are potentials that are hidden.
Okay.
They are very productive indeed. You know, there is this problem that arises when you have potentials, and there are no. Okay, let's take it this way. There is no support, no gadgets, no encouragement to be able to utilize your potentials. The youths in Nigeria are actually gifted.
Okay.
Very gifted. The other time I was in a meeting, I saw a boy. He carved a house. Like he carved the house. He was able to put a car in the compound of the house he made. And the guy was moving. I had to encourage him with something.
Wait, let me get you right.
Yes.
He carved a house with
yes.
what?
He used the cartons,
Oh,
then a little brick. He puts. Yeah, of course.
So in Nigeria, you spend hours, you spend your time building a house with cartons. When the youths across Nigeria, outside the world, like within the world, across Nigeria, outside Nigeria actually, are actually getting involved in building schematics for building duplexes, houses in general.
You got it wrong.
Then how then would you encourage just mere caricature building a house with cartons? Is that productivity?
What I am insinuating is this: this child is less than 6 years old.
Okay, that makes some sense, right?
He's less than 6. So at least when you begin to set out a vision, an envisage, a look, anticipation, what happens? You will begin to implement it small.
Okay.
The youths of Nigeria are very gifted. All they need is encouragement. Though you have to be utilitarian on your own. You have to be very, very productive. Then, if you have a latitudinarian atmosphere, if you have a corresponding atmosphere that is alternate, adjacent, there is incognitance, whatever you're doing, what happens? Everything will collaborate. Everything will come together.
So are you trying to say that the youths are really productive?
They are productive.
But we don't tend to see the productivity, right?
When you go into types of productivity, that's why you have positive and negative productivity.
Exactly.
Like 419, now they're there. See, people are actually making money. Somebody was caught the other day. He has been paying school fees for so many people. What does he do for a living? He robs people and uses the money to pay school fees for people.
Is that some charity?
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
419 we go do na ndu Yoruba. Over 419.
Well, we can't actually say that because it's something that cuts across Nigeria. So we don't have to particularize it.
Ndu Yoruba malebu you go do number 1.
This youth empowerment topic is very, very complex. That's why I'm answering you explicitly, expressly, and to the point. So ask another question. I've said it. The youths are highly gifted. They are highly potential inclined.
Especially Igbo youth.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that.
I think you're very passionate about the Igbo youths. How many children do you have that are youths?
At least children, actually 5.
How many of them are youths?
Okay,
Don't call that. Come on. How many of you? Don't you know your children?
I think Igbo, two
are youth.
2 are youth.
All right. And what are those 2 doing currently?
Number 1, Chukwebuka, he's managing my shop, one of my shop in Alaba main market.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Okay.
Then the other one, because I told you before, I used to import motor parts from China.
Oh yeah.
Well, every month to contain a man Alabata from China.
Okay.
And I told you how many shops I
go
get.
for COVID-19 test and then you come back here.
At Onitsha shop, I'm doing a main market Onitsha.
Okay.
Oluchi 15 shop.
Oh, that's great. That's a great investment.
So they are the youth. Iwebu mazi na wambo. Imana ndibo.
I want to understand. Are you trying to say that taking care of your shop is actually productivity?
I don't understand that.
Number 1, good Igbo people
leave your Igbo people. Let's talk about your children. I want to start with you. Like how very much productive are they?
But it's all general now. Over general now. Because what Igbo people do, I don't think any other tribe.
Okay, you're saying that Igbos are used to all these apprenticeship and master's relationships, right?
It's fine.
Okay,
it's correct.
And you're saying that your children actually are. Did they finish from university? Did they go to school?
Number 1, because the Chukwebuka think that school will be waste of time. So I teach him spare parts business.
I wonder what your job is as a father to watch your
son. Then how about the other one,
like
the other youth? Did he go to school?
Well, actually, yes. He goes small. Then decided that he would be a businessman like his father.
What do you mean by small? Like, explain the level
at least Ogulo na primary school. Malay they yes, Malay they come.
Okay.
He told me that education is a waste of time.
It's crazy how you actually brought up a family. So you didn't give your family basic education.
Look at my daughter now. Okay. My daughters, because I have 2 boys and 3 girls.
Okay.
My daughter has a can't move the time. Can't over mama.
Obuno e travel is obodo ibo Jesu wazo ibo kan woke nom na ko like this young man nom na ko ba. Na so nsogbu adom akwa ihu ndum woke ji kwenwa ato. Because as I am here now, it is my 2 boys, my 2 sons that are looking after my shop.
Okay, all right. Prof, the youths, I'm sure you have a number of them as kids. I've not really asked you about your family. Actually, I don't even know if you're married.
There is nothing to tell about my family.
No, yeah.
Okay, you're not married yet?
Yeah, go to now.
Okay, that's great. I was thinking you're married. But you're old enough for that, aren't you?
Yes.
Then why don't you want to marry? You want to live some freestyle lifestyle?
Well,
maybe even
there is every leverage that a growing man wants to attain. When that leverage is not attained, every single thing goes to a cease. Every single clamor.
Tell the white man how many children you have.
Actually,
if you are married or you are not married.
In the actual truth,
yeah.
Wife and kids are available. Like I do have.
I don't understand. Are you married?
Like yes, I am.
Are you okay?
I even have kids.
Are you
Go
with them all the married.
I am okay. See,
go with them.
See, most of the times, you tend to be clandestine in what you're doing. You tend to keep your things hidden as your preserve. You understand?
Oh, now I understand.
Because the negative aspect of youth empowerment has transmogrified us. They have transgressed into transmogrifying us into an oblivious oblivion. I am trying to make a point under there. What I am insinuating is that so many people are being security conscious. You can't see somebody coming in live broadcast to say things about himself because everybody needs to be hiding.
How many children do you have?
I am.
There are 3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Any of them a youth?
Of course.
How many of them?
3 of them are youths.
Interesting. Yes. So what are they doing?
One is a doctor, one is an engineer, and the other one is a liar.
Professional courses.
Of course.
Great. Okay. Okay. All right.
They are working towards their PhD. They should be speaking like their father. They must be going into grammatical grandiloquence, grammatical suzerainty, grammatical bamboozle, grammatical razzmatazz. So that wherever we serve them, we understand that they are the offspring, the products of a lion. Understand? And not people who resort to Mephistophelism and backwardness in academic. The issue here is that the reason why most people are backward is that when you go to the shops you're talking about, most of them.
I'm an importer and exporter.
Importer and exporter of lies.
And my import motor pass from China. Can call him pointing. He say he's not a grammar.
We are importing cars. I'm talking about motor parts. That's ridiculous.
I'm a typical Igbo man.
Remember what I said. Youth empowerment is a volatile and vast topic. There are many questions. Come on, I'm waiting.
I want to ask you a question actually.
Yes.
Do you have a family doctor?
I find that question ridiculous. I do have.
You have?
Yes. And I go for checkup.
Okay.
I
just want to be sure.
Change
your routine of checkups.
These people can
If you go every month, try to make it twice per month or even once every week.
Why?
You just need checkup.
Why?
The white man is telling you.
Right now.
As far as I am concerned, in my medical echelon, like you say, from the highest echelon, in my medical
echelon. He's not talking about echelon. He's
keep quiet!
Go to test.
Medical echelon.
I am what the white man is talking.
No, most of hospital. I know what seems to be beguiling. I do give answers that are not straight to the point, and I do tilt from questions sometimes. I know those things. I am very conscious of everything.
You plan. He planned to confuse us. Yes. I told you.
All right. Okay. Let's plan. I want to be sure that we are on the same page.
Of course. Okay. We are on the same page. He's at the last paragraph. We are at the first paragraph. Thank you.
The youth actually in Nigeria.
Sometimes don't confuse me here. Don't confuse me.
It's okay. Don't take it personally.
He confused them. I'm a title man.
Who's doubting that with you?
When you man, even on us, all this too much. I mean, you point me. It's not good now.
Lord,
he told you that he used to.
Ask
so my one,
all right. The youth sometime last year, okay, were involved in a very massive protest. The protest that could be the most massively done protest in the history of Nigeria. That is the NSAS protest.
Okay.
NSAS. Yeah. And I think that was the very first time in Nigeria that the youths came together to achieve a common goal. Okay? And that actually was very rejuvenating for the youths in Nigeria. They just say, okay, finally we can actually come together in unison and achieve something. We can actually work together. Now, would you say that there is this cooperation, there is this unison among the youths in Nigeria? Or is everyone on his or her own? Is there this cooperation among the youths in Nigeria? Do they actually see themselves as, okay, man, we are youths, we are one, we can do this thing together, we can fight together? What do you think about this unison about the youths?
In every 12, there's a Judas.
Okay.
There is this thing I want you to understand. When everything is lost, anything goes.
When everything is lost?
When everything is lost, anything goes.
Okay.
Even though there is no cooperation, it definitely will get to a point when the problems are at the peak, when the problems are at the solar plexus, and every single person, every single adversary, every single foe will come together, become one to fight a common foe. That is what you saw last year. When you talk about youths being together in Nigeria, I would say that only 60%, did I say 60? Only 50% are together. The rest of them are scampering, rigmaroling, gallivanting. Why? Because there hasn't been a proper tutelage. There hasn't been a proper indoctrination. There hasn't been set out proper dogmas. And there has never been proper enlightenment. That will open, unravel, and decrypt the notes, make it decipherable. The problems and the mannerisms, these things will be done in our country. What I am insinuating is this: the NSAS you saw, similar to 1995, when people of Ogoni were clamoring for their what's that word? Autonomy. Yes. Why? Everyone came together to fight a common foe.
Okay, so you're saying that half of the youths are united in Nigeria and the other half are not.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. The other half may be involved in other things that are actually dispersing them from the youths.
Submission to the aggrandizement and postulation of bogus people who are at Martin Olympus causing problems here.
Tell us what happened.
Every single youth worked themselves into democratic parodism of fascism. Every single youth was saying Kabudo rejectamenta. Every single youth was saying to Fiakwa, the national anthem, to the problems in our country. What happened? The same youths, some of the youths collected bribe, and they were shooting at those who were protesting.
Okay.
Those are officers that came to shoot at those who were protesting. All of them old, some of them are youths.
Yeah, we'll pause it there. All right. We'll have to talk about how to actually get the youths live in a more favorable place, especially in Nigeria, and the way forward. But that will be after this short break. Do stay with us. Back on the program, The Assembly. It has been a very heated conversation about the youths and actually how they're faring in Nigeria, what actually they have been able to achieve so far, and if there is actually a future in the land where they belong. I've got Prof and Master Chukdira here in the studio, and we're discussing about empowering the youths. And right now we have to talk about the way forward. How actually do we encourage what is left for the youths in Nigeria? How bright is the future? Is there still light at the end of the tunnel? Even if it is a dim light, is there actually hope? Is there positivity? What actually are the youths actually going out for in Nigeria?
Some people have taken touch to the end of the tunnel. because there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Some people are taking rechargeable lanterns to the end of the tunnel. People are taking lighters, candle, matches to the end of the tunnel. To go that
with God.
All things are possible. Come on, that is religious belief. You know, science,
It's crazy.
religion, tradition. These three things agree in one place. Do you know where they agree? That there is the good, and there is the bad, and there is the ugly. Nigeria has come out of the good. We have experienced the bad. We are now in the ugly. And I tell you solemnly that if care is not taken, it will get to a point of point and kill. Of course, every single leader on the road. Who has refused? I mean, point and kill, like you. Yes. Every single name you see, it is because you have resorted to stomach infrastructure. That's why you see everything as food. What I am insinuating here, point and kill. Well, I don't eat it. Point of correction, not everyone. Point and kill. Point is neck. See, listen, I don't want to point you, so I want to kill you. You understand? I point and kill. What I go? Now, what I am insinuating is this: every single name you see, point and kill came from somewhere. It has a foncé to go. That is the beginning. What I am insinuating here is this: religion, tradition, all of them, they agree, good, bad, and ugly. Nigeria is in the ugly.
Is there future? Is there hope? You know, they say
I will never lose hope in Nigeria.
It only gets darkest before dawn.
Yes, of course.
Right?
Darkest hour is before the dawn.
Exactly.
And the die is cast.
So now we have got into the ugly. I think we just have to get better.
Of course, we will get better.
Are you sure about what you're saying?
Yes.
Because it's sounding very pessimistic.
I love hope. Nigeria is a
hope in God that Nigeria.
What's up with you and God? Like, what's going on?
This person you are seeing here is an instrument of ATR, African traditional religion. This person does not know God. I'm sure he's a small.
No. You can't say that about him. You can't religiously blackmail him, okay? Because he knows his God.
Come on.
And he can actually, whoever his God is, he knows his God. So you can't say he doesn't know.
God is a supreme being.
We're not here to even discuss God, actually. Now, do you actually believe that there is hope in this current situation in Nigeria?
Hope, of course.
There is hope.
I will hope.
Why would you say that? And what is the hope?
Because youth, we have hope that tomorrow a youth will attain leadership.
Those ones that are there now, what are they doing?
What?
The ones that are there.
The youths that are there now, especially you mentioned Oka and Ambra, those persons that are there now, what are they doing?
They are stealing.
No, you won't say that. I'm asking
you. They have acclimatized to the stealing. See, it is no longer acting.
The white man did not talk to you.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Prof.
There are some things I can't bear.
One of the things that determine the intelligence of one. Hey. To know someone's level of intelligence is how much the person can actually cope with conversations. You got to interrupt someone.
Not when somebody is saying things that are pointless.
No, you're clueless. You wait.
Factless. Brainless.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Where's the brain? It's a man long. You think na man where's the brain? Because in hand
good to see you.
A title man like me don't have brain.
I don't care about title.
It's not brain.
I have a red job. If they tell you to see that man will brain.
Your cerebral compendium.
He talk to me. He talk to me.
And you will need medical attention.
It's not only him that go to school. My 3 daughters, I will send them to university.
I humbly apologize for the noise. I'm calm. Continue.
I think there is every need to check your doctor, actually.
You can check you. White man, you go and do what the white man will tell you to do.
But I'm serious, Prof, no jokes. You should actually check your doctor.
Okay?
Every damn thing I do, I'm
Alright, now let's talk about the hope of the youths in Nigeria, especially in your nation, okay? Now, what is that thing that the youth can actually hold on to? Like, okay, there is hope somewhere.
Number one good. I'm okay. Kena Muslim.
You can't.
if you know how
Okay, man,
how ridiculous your name sounds. But the first it was Oladai. Imagine the kind of stupid names you answer. See,
you asked me a question, and this man is scattering everything.
Continue.
Have you taken the COVID-19 vaccine? Prof.
What?
Have you taken the COVID-19 vaccine?
I wouldn't take such a doctor.
Don't worry about that.
Because you don't know.
Don't worry about that. Okay?
Medical.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Fiction.
You asked me a question before. You told me, no, sorry. Before I comment my reserve, so before I reserve my comment, you asked me, come again.
Come again.
Are we asking come again
now?
To where?
Come again.
You asked me something. So
I should repeat myself.
It's confusion.
Okay, all right. I'm going to leave that question right now. Now let's talk about encouraging the youths out there because we have just a few minutes to round up right now. Now let's encourage the youths. What are those words you can tell to a youth out there that would at least be encouraging to him or her?
Ask him first.
All right, just do us the honors of answering that question first.
But you are not the one in charge here.
Don't worry, just
I only made an appeal.
I'm a
Thank you very much. Okay.
The youth. Una will go every evening in a men obodo name na Nigeria. I na abambo na agbasi no mbo ike. Ka anyị gosi na anyị nwa bụ youth dugodu vibrant dị iko waka. N'ichikwa obodo anyị. Anyị mali iwe ndu mgbe ochie. Mandu si na babu ndu president na achi Nigeria. Mandu si na babu iwe na. Ka anyị ndu youth prove over wrong by coming out. Nya ifuta with ike na ebube. Ka anyị will that vibrant brain now we make a new Nigeria.
All right, thank you. That was actually a punchline out there. Even though I didn't get what you said. Okay, Prof, your words to the youth out there.
The youths of Nigeria, thank you very much. We need to remember that it is not all about aspiring to respire, to perspire, to aspire and be admired. Let's remember that it's all about showing up, dressing up, rising, getting there and making a point. Let's remember, no matter how bad it is, every single thing that is good today was once bad. Every single city today was once a village. Let us come together. Let us be one. Let us be united. Let us come together. And when there is an equilibrium, when there is an agreement, we become strong and we make an achievement. Change will come. There is hope because there's life. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for actually being here. I appreciate you. Mazi Chukdi and Prof, it's nice seeing you. Especially Prof, it's cool to have you here.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
And to the youths out there, one thing I would tell you is not to give in to peer pressure. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Keep that positive mindset. Don't let what is happening around you actually influence the you that is in you. And with that, you would see yourself achieving greater heights to your own surprise. This has been the program, The Assembly, and I am Lord Lezef from the highest echelon of the British Empire. Until next Friday, being Good Friday, we say to you, bye.
I am Lord Lezef from the highest echelon of the British Empire.
I attended nothing less than 38 parties yesterday.
Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba?
Ona komlante wewe adanya keine kimere ona chanara ke to you will learn it no do like this layer back ona chaka nkuzele gi in my town.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It calls for no rancor, okay?
Ikola, is it your problem? Why is it by my
calm down. Hey, Aloy, calm down.
Do you know that this
I am going to tune into ABS TV to watch the assembly every Friday 2 p.m. If you don't tune in to watch it, I will get you arrested. And if I get you arrested, there is no bail. Yes, sir!